The Jurassic franchise has been going on for quite a lot of years, and now with the release of the second season of Chaos Theory, and apparently another movie coming, I thought it'd be fun to sit down and do a tier list on every single one of the movies and stuff in the franchise so far. I'm not going to count anything from LEGO or any of the games, because fuck you. I prefer just to talk about the main movies and how they all go. We're also going to be including the starting this video off with the classic itself, Jurassic Park. This was honestly this really did show you on how stupid the whole idea of dinosaurs was, and definitely set, the standard for how the dinosaurs and everything came in. If you don't know, the full backstory, obviously what happened was they found out how to make dinos using dinosaur DNA and then connecting it with frog bits, which makes it, very unnatural. But then obviously in this thing, things got bad, some corporate sabotage ended up making it so Jurassic Park would become into danger, where obviously lots of people would end up dying in Jurassic Park. However, since it was just Jurassic Park, there was barely anyone, so it wasn't as bad as Jurassic World's deaths. But when it comes to Jurassic Park, it's a classic. I can't go and say I hate Jurassic Park, but I also can't say it's the best, but also I gotta say it's peak cinema. The use of animatronics and the use of, older CGI content for the 1990s, I thought it was just incredible, so I can't just go and say that this is horrible. So, yeah, I think it's kind of obvious when I'm putting Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park is in an obvious S tier. So I'm re-recording this section because originally I realized that I was actually talking about the sequel of Jurassic World 2, but this is Jurassic Park 2, which is all about going to the second part where Jurassic Park is basically researching another island to figure out, oh, there's more dinosaurs in this universe than what we expected. And this area obviously still had the T-Rex, which didn't make any sense to me, where I'm like, oh, there's two T-Rexes in both areas. Of course there are. They went back to Isla Nublar, which is going to be important a lot in this series, but yeah. They went over, did more experiences, learnt more about this island, and honestly, when it came to, a sequel, this was honestly a pretty solid sequel. Definitely not as good as the original. No way. There's no way the sequel is better than the original, but definitely was a lot better, and definitely had more of an actual reason behind it than some of the other things in this franchise, especially with the ones coming up, Jurassic World Dominion, I'm talking about you. But yeah, I'm excited to say that this was honestly one of my more favorite ones. But when it comes to Jurassic Park, I honestly just gotta say, gotta put this one in A tier and then just get on with it. Alrighty, it's time for the third movie in the installments. Obviously, this is Jurassic Park 3, which, yeah, didn't have anything fancy on it, or things like Fallen Kingdom. However, Jurassic Park 3 is where, basically we get tricked by a couple to come back to Jurassic Park to find out that they actually just have a missing son. They find the missing son, but of course this brings to issues where there's a fucking Spinosaurus chasing their asses. And honestly, some of the deaths in this one was more brutal than I was expecting, but I did not like this. I don't know what it was about the sequels. Genuinely, I don't really think the sequels are as good as the original, because obviously I love the original Jurassic Park, but I found it really kind of iffy that they brought back the Spino. The Spino was a dino that apparently was in this area already, but we didn't know about that until this movie, and I went back to the other ones. I couldn't find any clues about the Spino. You could tell me if I'm wrong there, but I don't like this movie. I don't know what it was about the third movie, but I just didn't like it. It's really hard for me to choose a ranking for this one, but hey, at least it's not worse than Dominion. C tier. Okay, 2015. 2015 did it with Jurassic World, basically a remake of Jurassic Park, with another fucking massive goddamn park. Yeah, this time it was a massive park where we go in and meet these kids who end up going to go see their aunt, who's working on something to do with, obviously, with the wonderful world of Jurassic World. But then, obviously, things didn't go as planned, with them getting this guy called the Indominus Rex, which was, basically a terrifying T-Rex and Raptor hybrid. Yes, we find out that's a Raptor later in the movie. I'm sorry if that's a spoiler, even though there was a spoiler warning on this video. But yeah, we found out that it was a hybrid between a raptor and a T-Rex, and it becomes an issue where this guy gets out and starts wreaking havoc, kills many, many, many people in the Jurassic franchise, which honestly I wasn't expecting so many to die in one episode. It was genuinely a shock to me when that happened. I went, oh. yeah, this one ended up happening just by the Rex being smart, and they decided to do it. And also Mr. Wu, who was in a lot of the other ones, appears in this one as well, and explains a lot about what happens on Isla Nublar and everything to do with the dinos. Honestly, it's quite a great sequel. It's a great way to bring us back into the franchise, but I still can't say it's better than Jurassic Park. I'm kidding. Never rest here. Okay, it's time for Fallen Kingdom. Fallen Kingdom, and honestly, in my full honest opinion, was absolutely horrible. I don't know what it was about this, but just going back to Isla Nublar and knowing that there is now a volcano, so they go back to go save all the dinos, which we kind of expected to happen. And then obviously they ended up escaping and surviving, and there's just so many situations where they should have fucking died, and I hate it that they all went back and did all this. The thing I will respect is they did do a very good opening to see the whole of Jurassic World finally happening when the dinos are let out in the opening for the ending of this, for the opening of Dominion. However, I do still got a lot to say, which is, I don't like this, and what it builds up to is even worse, so D tier. So I gotta give it a solid B tier for that. Alright, so this was the Dominion prologue. So they released this as a thing because apparently the movie was way too long, so they cut this out. The scene was originally meant to be at the very start of the movie, but they ended up cutting it out, which was a bit upsetting to hear, but for honesty, I can see why they cut it out. I don't really see how this was useful to the actual, movie itself, but is still better than the movie itself, so I feel happy to put this in D tier. Dominion, the movie I've been shitting on this entire video, and why have I been shitting on it? I just feel like with Dominion, there's a lot they could have done, which could have really saved the movie. Dominion was just filled with consistent goddamn moments where I was just like, why? Why does this exist? And then the meeting up of everyone from Jurassic Park and this, it felt very forced and felt very, unneeded and unnecessary to the story. Plus the locusts and, the entire thing of, it's all about locusts and not the fact that the dinosaurs are actually on there. I found that Battle at Big Rock showed more about, how scary dinosaurs in, a day and age is. But this movie really doesn't show it. This movie really doesn't show all the hype and stuff that was hyping up to this moment. And honestly felt very, very mediocre and shit. This movie is absolutely horrible, and I hate it with a passion. E tier. That, my friends, is the very end of this Jurassic World video. Did you guys like it? And would you like to see me do any more other movies or TV shows? Please give some comments down below, especially if you got to this far. If you got this far, please tell me what you think about this video and what else you think could be happening. Happy spooky season, everyone. Hope everyone's having a wonderful season. Hope everyone also has a great Halloween. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I seriously am enjoying these videos, so you will be seeing more of these ranking videos on my channel. Here is the final ranking, and enjoy. Dog. Cat. Dog. Cat. Dog.